your client has been assessed at a high risk of developing pressure injuries while a resident at a nursing home. And we know from looking at all of the literature, turning and repositioning them a minimum of every 2 hours is the cornerstone of pressure ulcer prevention. But you don't see that really anywhere in the nursing home chart. And as you get into discovery, they tell you, oh, we always do that. We never miss anything. It's basic nursing for us. Huh. What are you going to do? How do you prove a negative? My name is Saul Gruber, and I am a Gruber trial consulting, and we help lawyers all over the country handle their nursing home cases, from reviewing the records up to and including trials. And this has always been a big issue that we had even before electronic medical records. The answer is yes, they turned and repositioned, and our aides know they have to do it every 2 hours. And if they don't, we, the nurses, do. When asked where that's documented, it used to be, well, we don't document it because we don't have to. We know it's done. Then you would go through the series of questions. Do you agree that turning and repositioning is the cornerstone of preventing pressure ulcers? Do you agree that if you leave somebody on the same part of their bony prominence shift after shift and they are already at risk, that alone could cause a wound? Do you agree that the only way you know if someone was turned the last shift is if it's written somewhere? Knowing all of this, you still choose not to write that down. And that's kind of where you would go with the case. Now with electronic medical records, point click care and some of the others, we're seeing ADL flow sheets that are electronic, and we look to the bed mobility sheets. And you get them and you're looking at them and you're saying, wow, it looks like they really did check the person out and turn them. When you're saying that, take a good, long, hard look at those flow sheets, because what they'll do is give you a time when somebody moved the person. Compare that to the bathroom flow sheets and the walking flow sheets, because you're going to see it's the same time every time. And then start charting it, start counting it. All of a sudden, you're going to notice that of the 12 times during a day, a 24-hour period, they could be moved, maybe they were only moved 2 times. Maybe they were only moved 3 times. And if you go in and specifically look at that chart and count, we found that in many cases, they're only charting 30 to 40% of the time that they're supposed to be turning and repositioning a resident that they actually do. That is really damaging evidence. And now we know why for years they never charted turning and repositioning. Why? Because they don't do it as often as they have to. Is that because we have bad nurses and bad aides? No, we don't have enough of them. And the way to prove that, look at the ADL flow sheets and actually count. It takes some time, it takes some diligence, but once you have it done and you're showing 20%, 30% of turning and repositioning of all the shifts where they could be done, month after month after month, now you've proven your pressure injury case. Now, there are other things you have to do, obviously, to prove it, but when it comes to turning and repositioning, dissect those flow sheets, chart it, and count it. You'll be shocked at what you find out. Again, I'm Saul Gruber at Gruber Trial Consulting. If you like this Nursing Home Minute, please hit subscribe down below, and you'll get alerted to our Nursing Home Minute, trial tips, and art of persuasion as soon as they drop on YouTube. And don't forget to take a look at our podcast, The Jury Thinks What? That's our monthly podcast where we talk to trial lawyers from all over the country and get their suggestions and ideas of how we can represent people better. And if you have any questions, give us a call. We're here.